Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's Marco. We are back for another episode of our Formula One 23 My Team career mode. I almost said driver career mode there. But we are here at the Losail International Circuit. I just searched it up real quick because I forgot the name of the track here. We are back for the Qatar Grand Prix. We got 3 races left in this inaugural season. We got this race here in Qatar, then we got Brazil, and then after that we have the season finale in none other than Las Vegas. I'm really looking forward to that race. I haven't raced it at all, so it's going to be pretty entertaining. If you guys are looking forward to this episode and the rest of the season to come, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you guys know when these videos drop. As it currently stands in the standings for this season, I am in P6 in the Drivers' Championship. Charles Leclerc is at 48 points, so that is 14 points behind me. With these 3 races left, we're gonna have to keep an eye on him because 14 points with 3 races, that is very doable. And if we can't fix our tire wear issue, and if Charles Leclerc decides to just step it up in these last 3 races, we can potentially drop down to P7 in this Drivers' Championship. However, I'm not super concerned about it because we're not in the title fight, obviously, so it doesn't really matter where we finish. It's more just a bragging rights thing. We got Hamilton and Verstappen neck and neck right now, similar to 21, battling it out once again for that Drivers' Championship. They are having a 2021 rematch. And then in the constructors standings, this is where I'm a little bit more concerned. We got McLaren at 52 points versus our 77, so they're 25 points behind us. And with Jack Doohan not scoring any points, I am essentially a one-man army right now trying to fend off McLaren. I would like to keep this P4 because that means more bonus money at the end of this season that we can use to, upgrade our facilities. It's going to give us a big boost in performance and upgrades come season 2 of this My Team career mode. So going off the assumption that Jack Doohan is not going to score many points, I am going to have to put up one hell of a performance in these next 3 races just to fend off Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris in the McLarens. But we are here for qualifying. As you guys saw, our Q1 wasn't too bad. We put up 1 flyer, got into Q2, put up 2 flyers, and we actually finished pretty well. I think we were in P5 or something like that. And now we are here on the final flyer in Q3. Our first flyer was pretty good as well. We're in P6 behind Verstappen and in front of Carlos Sainz. Given the car we have, it's actually really good. We dropped down in the R&D chart, so we're now like the 6th fastest car, I believe. I don't even know how we lost performance. We didn't really use or lose any upgrades. I don't even think that's possible in this game. But over that previous flyer, we are 0.5 of a second up. We put up a purple sector 2, flying through the final sector. This has to be one of my favorite little sections on the track. It's just 3 hard right-handers, and they're essentially full throttle. Maybe the last one you need a little bit of a lift off, depending on the tire grip if you're following a car, whatever. But in qualifying, it's going to be full throttle. And we are going to cross the line here, 0.6 up on that previous flyer, and we are starting on pole position with the 6th fastest car on the grid. That is absolutely amazing. Probably the best qualifying lap I've put up this season, minus maybe the Monaco lap. I was very proud of myself after that. We finished a 10th almost in front of Lewis Hamilton. Sergio Perez is going to be in P3, George Russell in P4. So let's get into this sprint race. We actually have a sprint race this weekend, and then we'll see how we do there and get into this Grand Prix weekend. Here we are for the Qatar Grand Prix. I don't even know what this circuit's called, but we got 5 red lights, and we are underway here for this sprint race. And we are going to get off the line pretty well. Hamilton is right behind us. I've never raced this track before, so I don't know what the overtaking is like on this track, but he's already trying to get out ahead of us, and we can just abuse those curbs there to take that spot back from Lewis Hamilton. We need to build a lead here, but at the same time, we also need to conserve our tires as Hamilton is being very aggressive here. He's side by side with us. I don't even know what the turn numbers are, so this is going to be some pretty bad commentary, but I'm loving this track so far. That looked like track limits to me, dude. So we are now behind Lewis Hamilton. We dropped down into P2. We don't want to be in his dirty air for too long. Now George Russell is going to overtake us. We drop down into P3, so it looks like it's pretty easy to overtake on this track. Let's see, we're going to use a little bit of the battery now. Try and get the spot back on George Russell. We can stay in DRS range, that's very important. And so George Russell, Lewis Hamilton now starting to battle. So this is going to give us a little bit extra time here. Already closing that gap. Russell trying to go around the outside of turn 3 here. I just did some simple counting to get that turn number down. Now they're going down into turn 5 as Verstappen trying to make that move. Oh, we have contact. I think we clipped him a little bit, but I hope he doesn't have damage. He seems fine. Oh, we dive way too deep into that corner. We've got a yellow flag up. Looks like one of the Ferraris are out of the session here. We are now back on the gearbox of George Russell. We're going to be in DRS range here, so we're in a DRS train at the moment. Hopefully, we have the engine power to get past the Mercedes or Russell and Hamilton. Start battling it out once again. It gives us a little window of opportunity for an overtake. I love this section so much. Just flat on the throttle, basically, if you're not riding in that dirty air. So here we go with the DRS. Verstappen's right behind us as well. Let's see what we can do here with the DRS. Are we even going to close the gap here? I think Hamilton might be in trouble. No, we can't even close the gap. Russell is a little more powerful than us. He's trying to go for a move on Lewis Hamilton. Oh, and they have contact. The two Mercedes have contact. And he passes George Russell. I'm trying to see if I could just sneak through, but there's no window here. They're following that race line very well. Verstappen's creeping back up on us now. So here they go again. We're going on to lap 5. We're halfway through this race, but we are running out of battery here, which is a little bit concerning as we almost slam in the back of George Russell. We're going to try and go for a move here. We have to. Oh, and he just shuts the door on us. There's no room to overtake on that turn, unfortunately, so we're going to have to look for another opportunity here. As Verstappen trying to have another go at us. He's putting the pressure on me, but it's a very tight grid at the moment, honestly. We are keeping up pace, which I like a lot. We did lose 2 spots, but Mercedes just seemed to be a little bit faster down the straights, unfortunately, so very hard to keep up with them. Or stay in front of them. I mean, we are keeping up with them pretty easily. But Russell's going to try and make another move on Hamilton. We're going to take a proper race line here. This could be an opportunity for us to sneak by one or both of the drivers as we are getting shoved wide. But we're going to go for a little bit of a switchback. We're 3 wide through turn 4. Oh my god. And I think we're in P2. We passed George Russell. And we are now behind Lewis Hamilton. So we're going to have to save that battery down the straight. Let's see. Oh, we might get him here. We might get him. We're going to go for it. Might as well. See what we can do. Maybe try and defend that position. It's very hard to defend on this track because the curves are so abusive, so they can easily just sneak by you around the inside of the curves. So Hamilton has got DRS here. So does George Russell. I don't know what to do. So we are back down into P2. Lewis Hamilton looks like he's also struggling with those tires. Everyone started on the softs here. So we just need to stick with Lewis Hamilton through this next lap. We're going to charge up this battery as much as we can. Try and go for a final push. Going on to the last lap. So here we go. On to the last lap here. We're going to try and get Hamilton down the straight. We're going to have DRS, but we won't have enough battery to make a proper push. George Russell is a 1.5 seconds behind. And we're going to go for the move on Hamilton here. We're going to have to go around the outside. We're going to have that inside line for turn 3. And we're going to cleanly pass him here. So can we hold on to this lead for the next 3/4 of a lap? He's going to try and make a push here. Put a guard right in the middle, just park it. Alright, he's going to have to decide which way he wants to go. We're going to be rounding the last few corners here. Lewis Hamilton is right there behind us. We just got to guard the inside, going into the final corner. We're not going to let him go around the outside. Oh my god. And we are just squeezing Lewis Hamilton out. But George Russell... Oh, okay, never mind. He doesn't get a good run. We have to go wheel to wheel through that last corner. George Russell's actually got to run us. No! No! Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh! No! George Russell just steals the race from us on the final lap, right to the line. Just zoom. How did he have so much power there? Oh, come on, man. That is some absolute BS. I cannot believe that happened, man. He just ran out of battery right at the end, and George Russell gets a good exit out of the final corner because we're busy trying to fend off Lewis Hamilton, and he just sneaks by for the win. And I think what's happening here is it's also, you know, running on the 2022 season rules, so the sprint race looks like it is the decider for the order of the full Grand Prix. So we're actually starting in P2, although we did get a pole position, I believe, in qualifying. So we got a little bit of work to do. George Russell's also starting on those soft tires. I have to say that I love this track. This track is so fun to drive on. It seems like there's a lot of action. And on top of that, we just have a good car, so the pace lets us keep up with the other cars, makes for some good action. We've been missing out on that a little bit as of late, but we also got Lewis Hamilton starting on the soft tires, so it's going to be a little bit eventful in the opening laps. Lewis Hamilton might overtake us. Going to try and get a better start than we did in the sprint race because we lost those 2 spots right at the start. Maybe go for a move on George Russell into turn 1, take the lead, and then get him to work his tires so that they burn out a little quicker. Here we go for the sprint race, or not sprint race, the Grand Prix in Qatar. We got 5 red lights and we are underway. And we slip a little bit off the line, but I think we got a decent start. Maybe not. Lewis Hamilton's trying to go down the inside once again. And we had this happen to us last race. We're not going to let it happen this time. Oh, wait, that's Verstappen. So Verstappen passes Lewis Hamilton. He jumps up into P2 now. Yeah, we got wear on the engine, which I swear was brand new, or close to being brand new, but now it's at like 70%, and we lose 2 spots again to start this race. Oh my gosh, that is annoying. So hopefully our pace is good, but they are on the soft tires. Verstappen isn't, but Hamilton is, so that is going to be our excuse here as we kind of get warmed up for this Grand Prix.
Okay, mate, don't worry about the damage. I've got some news.
Wait, what?
You go and check your MFD.
We have damage? Where do we have damage? What the hell? What do we have damage on? Lap 13. What? Wasn't that the original strategy? I don't see any damage on the car. Why do we have damage? And we are now fighting with Sergio Perez because I lost focus a little bit. He was catching up to us anyways, but the field up front is slowly starting to get ahead, and I don't understand why, because we are on medium tires, and our medium tires are at 30%. Sergio Perez now, he's probably going to get past us here, and we are just going to hold him off. Why is he not going down the inside? Oh, what did I do? I don't even know what I did there. What did I command you to do, Mark? I hope I didn't hear soft tires there. I might have heard something along soft tires. Yeah. Oh, thank God I caught that. Otherwise, we would have just ruined our race. Thought I said put soft tires on. Are you crazy, Mark? Why didn't you object that? Even if I told you to put soft tires on, why are you agreeing with me to put on a used pair of soft tires? It's, I think one of the McLarens is in the pits as well. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. You have to be kidding me right now. It looks like our engine is smoking once again. We're setting up that smoke screen for Lando Norris Houston. We have a problem. Part 2 Oh my gosh, no. And we are like halfway through this race. We're going wheel to wheel with Lando. I think it's just because of the high engine wear. We don't have an actual issue. But, you know, smoke coming out of the back of the engine is not good. We are 85% on that ICE, so maybe that's why we're kind of slow. But maybe we can hold on to this I think we're in P5 after everyone pits. Hopefully we can, you know, just hold on until the end of the race. I'll be very upset because we've had a pretty strong weekend thus far given the car we are in at the moment. We've dropped down a few spots. So Lando's going to the pits as well. This pit entry is so weird, but oh my goodness. Okay, so we are in the pits. I think everyone is pitting out. But Verstappen started on the hards, or did he just come out of the pit lane? I think he's coming out of the pit lane now. He is ahead of us. So let's get this set of hard tires on here. Hopefully we have a good pit stop. Beautiful. 2.4 seconds, and we are actually going to come out in front of Lando Norris. So he is now dealing with that smoke screen. And where are we coming out here? We're coming out in P8. Oh no, that is not good. That is not good at all. No. I'm assuming everyone's pitted now. Maybe one or two drivers. Might be some of the backfielders who started on the hard tires in Esteban Ocon. But he might have pitted already as Lando now is already fighting us. But we got that fresh set of hard tires, so we are ready to fight here. I think we're trying to stay in the points at this rate. I think the engine is only going to deteriorate more, and we are slowly going to lose performance as the race comes to a close. I'm not sure if we're going to make it. I don't think in Canada that the engine started smoking this early, but we're going to try and hold on until the end of the race here.
Okay, we're running low on the fuel. Start lifting off the throttle a little before the braking points and letting the drag.
Oh, how are we low on fuel?
That'll help conserve the fuel.
What? Oh my god, we're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it to the end of this race. Oh my gosh, no.
Our gap to the car in front is
Oh my god, no, the race is over. The race is over. We're done. We are done. Oh, come on, man. This is horrible. There's no way we're gonna make it. I might have to retire, honestly. I might have to retire. We got a 93% engine ICE. I don't know how that happened. And now we are low fuel. I don't even know how, because we have literally no fuel left. Well, negative fuel. We're not gonna make it, and we're out of the points. I think we're just gonna retire. We're just gonna say that there was an issue with the car. This was such a good weekend. Oh my gosh. It's honestly such a blown opportunity too. Okay, hopefully Duan can get into the points though. That would be great. If you can pass Lance Stroll, I'd be very proud of you, Duan. But I think we are gonna call it quits here. How do I just bring it into the pits? Can I just tell him to retire the car? Or do I just have to...
Repeat the message.
I want to retire. Retire. Yeah, I don't think that's an option here, so what do I do? Let's see, can we retire right near the pits? Okay, let's see. Restart session? Just retire from session, we're done. It's over. There's no point. Oh, that is horrible. Green flag. Why didn't we just go into the pit lane? How does that happen though, man? Ugh, such a blown opportunity. We do not score any points in the Grand Prix. The good news though is that we scored 7 points in the sprint race. We could have taken P1, but George Russell stole it from us literally on the last straight, heading to the line. Jack Doohan does not score any points, and George Russell also wins the Grand Prix. So I think that's going to put them ahead of Mercedes along with Lewis Hamilton's P3. Let's see here. Yeah, they are 8 points ahead of Red Bull now, so it's going to be tight going into the final 2 races of the season. It's also going to be tight for us because McLaren is 14 points behind us. And with Duhan not scoring very many points this season, we might lose out on that P4 in the Constructors for our inaugural season. He's only got 15 points. Lando's got 46. Oscar's got 24. So both of them combined are outscoring me by just a single point. So I think I can single-handedly hold them off. We're going to be suffering a penalty in the next race as well, because we're gonna have to replace the engine now, because we are maxed out on ICEs. So honestly, it's gonna be very interesting. I think we do have a sprint race next weekend as well for the Brazilian Grand Prix, and we're gonna use the extra R&D points that we've earned this weekend just to reserve a few more parts, and then we simulate through some of the week. We get some extra R&D points, so we will have enough now to carry all the components into next season. So everything has been protected, and as you can see, we are not doing great in terms of vehicle performance. We passed Ferrari, and then we went on a little bit of a downhill spiral as Aston Martin, Ferrari, and did Mercedes pass us? I think we were right there with Mercedes at the last Grand Prix, so we had a little bit of a performance decline going into Qatar. I'm not even sure how that happens. We didn't lose any upgrades. We now have the 6th fastest car on the grid with 2 races left to go. McLaren has the 2nd fastest car, which is going to make everything a lot more difficult to retain that P4 in the Constructors Championship. But that is going to be it for this one, guys. If you watched up to this point, be sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you guys know when the next video is out. We got 2 races left in the season. We are battling for P4 in our inaugural season of this F1 23 My Team career mode. It's going to be pretty challenging since McLaren is miles ahead of us right now on the R&D charts. It's basically a one-man army here at Cyborg Racing because Jack Doohan is not doing very much. Hopefully he can clutch up in these last 2 races of the season. So if you guys are looking forward to that, stay tuned, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day, guys.